Hi, my friends of local AI. Yeah, we get new presents. Oobabooga has version 4.0, which comes with a lot of improvements under the hood. Um, and also Dyad comes with a lot of improvements. And Oobabooga works with Gwen 3.5. Um, Another thing which is for me is important is the if you want to use the visual recognition software, this can be now loaded in a separate GPU, not with the GUI, but if you keep your GPU 0 free, you can load this separate from the other models, which is really great. So let's see. This looks like, for me, it's like CUDA, and this is 0. And I bring this in the order that this is CUDA 1, the RTX 3060. Um, yeah, and also the new 3.5 is amazing. Yeah, I want to show you. We use it with nearly a context size of 100,000, all GPU layers in the 3 cards. Um, Visual recognition and also batch size. And here I pinned the GPUs, the 3090s. So yeah, that's what's under the hood is going on. And yeah, let's first start Oobabooga. And let's load the model. I want to show you what gets improved at both projects. There is a big improvement. Or if you are new, set up Oobabooga is really easy normally. Um, to connect these two, it's just like load a model, and in Session it's just you have to, nothing. You don't need this, the public. You just need this open API, and then you are ready to rock. Yeah, just hit apply. It starts once again. Can do this. It's loaded. Um, yeah, it's just these settings here, and then can connect this. You go in Dyad, you can just install it. There's also a Linux version which is not updated. You have to get the new version, just install it, and it's running. You go on settings, and you can add a custom provider. You see, I did this already. The API key is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then you can add a model, which is also not, I guess it's not important, just if you want to have separate settings. It's like, see, this is here, the nothing in here. If you want, you can, but there's just the name. And I'm pretty sure Oobabooga doesn't change the model, so you can just put one model. So what I did here is just for nothing. Let's see. You can have to provide an API URL if you set this up here for the first time with a new provider, and I show you. Find this here. You have just provide these URL until the V1 without the slash. So you have to give this to Dyad, and then you can set this up here. So yeah, here goes the API. Here you hit just a random number, give it a name, and then it's ready. So now we have loaded the full model. You can see this here, successfully loaded, and we see all 3 cards are nearly full. So what I want to show you, because I did also a video about Dyad with Oobabooga, but this got completely crazy now. You can see this here. So they have these templates. We just create an app with React.js template, and we will create our Space Invaders game, Invaders 2, and you see it's loading the template, and we get something new, which is the plan. And this is unbelievable. I show you, and with the basic agent also, this is completely next level. So we go to plan, and what we can do now is first I find my prompt. Make a space invaders game, make colors and shape of the picture. And you want a picture? Yes, picture. Cos Gwen 3.5 can now pictures. So you see, I take a picture from a Space Invaders Atari, and I said make a Space Invaders game, make colors and shapes of the sprites like on the picture, and we take the planning option, and now we hit go, and this is so much easier to design something with this, and you see the Gwen 3.5, because it's a mixture expert model, and it doesn't load all the completely model in the memory, just takes the expert it needs. It's so much quicker. So, and now you see it asks questions. So classic Atari, yes, we want this. Basic invaders, we want enhanced power-ups, complete boss levels, achievements. Yes, we take all of this. Classic original speed, I would suggest. So the great thing is it asks really for important stuff, and then it tries to make a plan. And yeah, now it follows the plan. And you see, gives you a completely plan how to program the stuff. You can intervene and say, well, I want something else, but just to see this, we just hit accept plan. And if everything works fine, it should open a new chat. Yeah, it does. Sometimes it does not, but it works. Now it takes all the information in the second tab, and it starts coding. And because it's a reasoning model, it also tries to reasoning between these stuff. This is unbelievable. This is pure magic. And this all runs local on my system on 3 RTX 3090s. And you see it builds the sprites, the shapes, so it really reads the picture, take the shapes, and try to recreate them. This is sometimes different, the results, but you will see it's not bad. You see, really, it finds the squid. The octopus. So it really finds the shapes, and now it builds the sprites, so the shapes of the invaders. And here you can see the faces, and also what is really I suggest is show tokens. So if you run out of tokens, it shows you here, but we just use 11%. And also here you can see the phases in which it is. So it's in phase 3. So it finishes phase 1. It's making phase 3. So it skips phase 2 to create the game logic. So you see it's really intelligent how it does this. And yeah, so I think this on its own is really unbelievable. The speed, the intelligence, and also the recognition from a picture. Um, yeah, I'm back if this is ready or if a mistake comes up, and we will see. Here you can see it in the programming process, and it's in phase 2, and yeah, which makes this possible that it's you don't have to answer anything, is because it's doing tool calling, and this works with Oobabooga and with Gwen 3.5. So it can call tools, it can do anything with the model, and it can test really the result on its own. It really in the background it can really start the game and play it on its own. This is really really heavy shit. Yeah. Um, that's yeah. The tool calling thing is what I forget to tell you. Um, and it's in phase 3 now, and it's doing phase 2 now. Create the game engine logic, and yeah, let's see. I will be back if we are to the end or if we stop with an error. If it comes to errors, is an error in the free version if you use Bolt DIY with cloud, which is not local. You just have 50 calls or something. There's a limit, and sometimes it stops at the limit even if you are local. I guess this is a bug. Um, then you have to maybe shut down the program, start again, and it offers you, it says, I had 50, the marks of 50 calls, and then you can start and go on from there. Sometimes it shows it here, and you just can hit it. But I had um, several tries where it just stops and it's doing these things here on some phases, and you have to shut it down, start it, go to the chat again, and then you can start without any interruption from there. So a small bug, but yeah, it's but both programs are really updated every few days. So yeah, you I guess a few bucks is not a problem. So now we are in phase 6, and you see, or it already gets a preview, but we wait that it finishes and test the game itself. Yeah, so it doesn't do it like looking here; it does it in the background. But yeah, it's really interesting. So yeah, maybe we wait. It's just, I guess, it's just adding the CSS, and maybe if it doesn't hit any error, um, it's ready. So yeah, I think this is really unbelievable. Where we get in the last year with local um, vibe coding, and yeah, I know not all of you have 3090s, but I'm pretty sure this quality can get even with one. So I didn't test the smaller models, but I'm pretty sure that Gwen 3.5, the smaller versions, I guess this is this one here, 35B. We can test this also, and this will get really similar results. The big model, I guess, you need for much more complicated things than just doing a game or doing your own app or web design. So this is much too big for what we are doing. But it's just my first testing. Um, I set up Oobabooga completely new to be sure that everything is running fine. And so it takes me a few days to check everything. And I also updated my system, NVIDIA drivers. So yeah, this is my second test, one I did on my own, and the second one you are now with me, and was completed. What happens in the meantime? My OBS stops, so I could not show you this live. Um, I guess in the last, yeah, sometimes this chat context is running out of memory. Um, Then you can hit summarize and it just opens a new tab. I don't know why it does this. This is because it was just half full. Maybe this is to be more carefully. So it's not a problem. It stops. You say summarize. It's open the next task. It summarizes and it goes on working. So this is nearly uninterrupted. I guess this is a bug. This can be done automatically. Um, so, because you see, it was not really um, full. But yeah, now we are ready. We have here the game. You can start it here, but normally I don't suggest it. I suggest hitting restart. Um, and it loads the code new, and then I normally open it in another browser. And let's see, here's the game. And you see, okay, we can move. The colors are not accurate and we cannot see the shooting. Yeah, let's fix this. I guess even there is no shooting. So the shooting mechanism is broken. And we say there are no bullets if shooting, not for the player ship and not for the invaders. Please fix. Also, if you don't want to look all this time, you can here look in the code, program, go here, folders, see the code if you want. Also, you can open this field here. You can see what it does, how it replaces and fixes the stuff. Yeah. Yes, I want to try to let it fix the shooting, and I also want to let it fix it doesn't match the colors accurate, and I will try if it remembers the first picture or if I have to give the program the picture again, which is really interesting. So I'm back if this is fixed, and I will tell you how it went. So, my friends, I'm back. I run into several problems. I tried to fix the colors. I tried to fix the scaling, and all this works. But strange thing is here. See this? Even if I run local, the basic agent calls are now to 0, and I have to go to build mode. I don't get the idea of if I don't do any API calls, why I should get why this shuts down and I cannot um, set this to 0 again. But see, it looks like that even if you run local, there's a bug that it counts as that you use the API. So yeah, we have to do with that. However, the result is stunning. Let's look here. This is the game, and I ask it to scale, and you see it is running. It has sound, and it has even small benefits here. You know, you have I guess our invaders should shoot a bit. They don't. And if I hit the barricades, they don't go. Oh, no, they go away. But yeah, you see, you can fix it, but it's really good working. You can do really things with this. And the interesting stuff, the Gwen 3.5 with multimodal vision is a big help. I hope you like this, and yeah, we will see.